the same day. It didn't matter. I wasn't putting on a tie. As I closed the door behind me and walked out to the car, I could see that this time there was no they. The driver was by himself, sitting in the front seat, staring out the front windshield. It wasn't even the same driver who had been here the week before. From the side, he had the pointed face of a ferret. When he turned toward me, I could see he was very nervous around the eyes. His lips were jumpy as well. I thought about sitting in the back, but that would have looked strange. Me in back, as if a car and driver had been sent for my convenience. With a two-man team, there wouldn't have been a question about where I sat. That made sense. It's one reason why we always sent a team. We gave some thought to these things. It was never simply routine. Before we left, we'd sit in my office and go over what to say, how to handle questions, how to keep things from getting out of hand. It wasn't easy bringing people in. They were upset. Some of them stared out the window, thinking about their lives, but quite a few babbled, pleaded, made offers if we would only pull over and let them go. We did what we could to calm them down. We never copied SSD's approach, though. SSD liked to make them show up voluntarily. They'd call and tell so-and-so to show up at thus-and-such address at 10 in the morning. They thought it was a good way to break people's spirits, making them drag themselves in. Maybe that was more honest in a way. Even if it was, that wasn't why SSD did it. I don't know anything, and I'll recognize less after all these years, I said as I opened the passenger side door. I don't even want to try. Leave me alone. Tell them I went away and wasn't around when you got here. The driver's hand shook. He gripped the steering wheel to make them stop. Not possible. You can't stay out of what's happening. Anyway, it will only be this once. You have the memory, the bridge that goes across the... Nope. No bridge, no key, no memory. Look at me. He glanced quickly in my direction. I'm older than my grandfather was when he died. What do they want with me anymore? Get in the car. Tell them yourself. I'm tired of arguing with people. 3. It took 30 minutes down the winding road to the floor of the valley, past the shack with the covered porch where the guards sat on their haunches and watched the flowers grow alongside the fields. When we got to the river, I told the driver to turn around and go back. Why? Either we go back or I get out right here. It took another half hour, past the guard shack again, up the winding road to my house. I went inside and took my time going through the box of wood chips. I already knew the choices were limited. Pine, oak, and chestnut. Not an ideal mix under the circumstances. Some part of the ancient brain, warned me to keep looking. I rooted around for whatever could cope with complexity or anxiety, or both. Pine was too simple-minded. Oak and chestnut were both stubborn in their own way. I remembered a piece of larch, a very calm tree, leaning against the back wall, and was thinking of cutting off a couple of chips when a horn sounded. 4 impatient blasts. Back in the car, the driver was annoyed, eyes blinking furiously, like a ferret that has been told it is not an ox. Late, he said. We'll be late, and they'll want to know why. Tell them it was my fault. That's what I plan to do. Don't say we went back to get your damned wood chips. They warned me about you and wood. Down the winding road again, the turns taken close to the edge, past the guards, who were now alarmed and trying to bring their telephone to life, across the river, which was reduced to an autumn trickle over the rocks, another 3 hours on rutted dirt roads to the highway, and almost 2 more to Pyongyang. The sunlight was gone by the time we hit the outskirts. Why so many checkpoints? I stared out at the line of cars on the side of the road. We never needed this many before. Even those we had were seriously overmanned. They're not checkpoints. They're places people stop after they go out for a drive. They get food and gasoline. Go out for a drive? You kidding? Relax, why don't you? Up to now, neither of us had said much.